Here, Rants of Izzo here on Spreely Media. Now, don't forget, if you're watching on one of the inferior channels, you're only going to get the first few minutes. That's it. If you want the full show, you got to go to rantsofizzo.com, or you can go to Spreely.com, download the app, watch on Spreely TV, all that jazz. But we're streaming here live for a few minutes on you opening platforms, and we're going to do that. Matt Spear, the Dumb Show, sitting in, co-hosting with me today. He's co-piloting. Matthew.
Doing a little bit of, I'm just doing some work on the display here. I've got some hearts on here. Honored guest of the Rants of Izzo.
Oh.
I just figured I would make this look beautiful for you.
Oh, look at that.
I know, dude.
Over in the chat, Josh, Sarah, Bev. Where's April Schoen? I don't see April yet. Okay, well, she'll be in there. If you guys do want to partake in the chat, there's a chat, rantsofizzo.com. We don't look at any other chats because it's inferior.
Hey, Izzo.
Yeah.
Want to hear something cool?
Sure.
Unlike some podcast guests, I actually show up early.
You do? Oh. We can talk about the divas if you want to, because that's one of my favorite topics on social media lately. Guys, we're live in 15 seconds. See you guys in a second. Remember, if you're watching on another platform, you're not going to be watching very long. Just enjoy the opening show. Should be in there. If you guys do want to partake in the chat, there's a chat.
Shut up, you replay.
Sit down, shut up, and pay attention.
Damn!
This is the Rants of Izzo Show with your host, Dominick Izzo. From porn to politics. We touch every third rail we can find. You might want to put your headphones on so your mom can't hear this. It's been called the most entertaining 60 minutes on the internet, and it starts now. Let's do this.
Hey, happy new start of the week here, kids. Rants of Izzo Show here on Spreely Media. It's Monday, February 19th, 2024. 25 degrees out here in Chicago, but that still doesn't keep the it still doesn't keep the black criminal element from shooting one another. Could be cold out here in Chicago, but so far we're in the 19th day of February. So 19 days have gone by. That we've had a total of 93 people have been shot for the month so far. That, Matt Spear, I don't know how your math is, but let's do 93 divided by 19. It's 4.89 people shot per day. We have had 17 people killed for the month so far. We're only in the second month. We're midway through the second month of 2024, and 243 people have been shot in the city of Chicago. 243 people. 52 have been killed. Very slow weekend. We only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 people were shot over the weekend, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them killed. Welcome to Chicago and Black History Month. Matt Spear, host of the Dumb Show.
We should have the Murder Bowl, since Chicago doesn't have a chance to win the Super Bowl. We can just compare them to take the top 27 cities and see who wins the average for the Murder Bowl. And it would be fantastic.
85 Bears here, dude. How old were you in 85?
Oh God. Well, I don't know, 11. Yeah. But I remember Fridge Perry.
Yeah, dude.
Peyton playing before that. Yeah.
That was our year. I was 10 years old. It was great.
Yeah. Let's see. Was McMahon? Was that his name?
Yeah, Jim McMahon. He had one.
Jimmy McMahon,
who only had one functioning. Sure. He only had one functioning eye, because when he was a kid, he was trying to unknot his shoe with a fork, and it stabbed him right in the eye, and he went on to be one of the Bears franchise greatest quarterbacks ever. That's it.
Yeah,
the biggest criticism
on WWF and all that stuff. Yeah, dude, absolutely.
So did William Perry did too. The biggest criticism people had said was that was the only Super Bowl that Walter Payton, he was in, and they didn't let him score a touchdown, but they gave the ball to Fridge, and he went in for a touchdown.
An interesting stat also, Fridge is the only one with a G.I. Joe character.
Do you remember that?
Edition exclusive G.I. Joe Fridge that I had as well. Yeah, I remember all that.
God, my mother threw all that crap away.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Matt from the Matt Spears, the Dumb Show, Don't Unfriend Me show. You're a daily show here on Spreely as well.
Correct.
For those who are new, this is the second time you've been on. We're going to have you on more frequently because you make great conversations when you're on. Can you give everybody the 30,000-foot view of what the Dumb Show is and how they can consume your content?
Yeah, so you can go to thedumbshow.com. You can go to Spreely.tv as well. Of course, all major podcasts at The Dumb Show. Pretty simple. On recorded shows daily and live at 7 p.m. Eastern on the Spreely Network, Channel 1. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
There you go.
Am I going to have video of you today? That was great last time you pumped it through.
No, you won't be able to see me today because you don't even know if I'm wearing pants or not. But I am going to post this up because, it's pretty much a running gag here that, Izzo does no show prep whatsoever. So it always frustrates his guests. But I don't know if you saw this yet.
Ooh.
Golden, what do they call them? Kicks? Is that what the kids call kicks? Shoes?
Well, old people call them kicks. I think they call them something else.
Apparently, these were merchandise that was hawked by former President Trump at one of the rallies he had yesterday. They're gilded high tops, as shiny as the chandeliers at Mar-a-Lago. They have American flag wrapping the ankle, and like the forest of flags that sprung up behind him, Mr. Trump, whenever he takes a stage, they have red soles meant to match his trademark, red ties, and the flag. And these went for $399, I believe.
Sounds like a bargain.
Are we at the point where, some would like the golden calf kind of stuff? I'm sure
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. We kind of encroached that on the NFT market when, Trump said, listen, we're going to have this huge announcement. Everyone get ready. It's the middle of January. And we're like, okay, he's going to announce a new RNC, focus on what Republican values are, a party platform since we haven't had one since 16. So everyone's listening in and he's like, by the way, doing his voice, why did you buy my NFT trading cards for $99? And it's pictures of him in Superman gear and cowboy hats. And I think everyone at that point felt a little shilled and realized that maybe the grifter calls from the left might just be somewhat accurate. But here's also the point is he sold out of them. He made $400,000 and then he just did a $4 billion merger with Truth Social. And they're sitting there worried that Trump can't make money. I mean, this guy could go sell rubber dog poo and make a fortune. So
the one thing that because I'm ignorant to the whole NFT thing, when it came up, I didn't understand the people were paying how much for each card?
$100.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's $100 and it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it's an intangible. It's not like they get a card sent to them. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a digital card, is my understanding.
So what he showed up online, let me ask you the difference. And people need to kind of hear this so they can understand how insane they're being. He posted what they look like online. I could have just taken a screenshot and just bordered off the edges and had the same damn thing, right?
Right.
Okay. The fuck is wrong with people?
But see, this is the thing. What's dumber? Getting a pair of shoes that, are probably going to sit in a box and have some sort of intrinsic value. And then hopefully someday they have some value as a collector's item, or just giving him political campaign contributions, essentially, which is going to E. Jean Carroll in the state of New York.
Yeah, don't get me started with that E. Jean Carroll crap. But this is the one thing that it is kind of bothersome is the insane prosecution that's going after him. I'm not.
It's horrible.
I'm not supporting him yet. I don't know what I'm going to do. To be honest, I don't even know if I'm going to vote.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't know if I'm going to vote. It was the last time. It was because two friends of mine who are, bigger name influencers had stated their case of we have to vote in the election because we need to be able to show people that if there is electoral fraud, that it's undeniable. And so if 50,000 of us in one neighborhood come out to vote and it's a population of 60,000, but 50,000 vote red, but they get, 40,000 votes for the other guy. It's like, we can prove to you that that's voter fraud. So I voted. This time around, I'm tired of his mouth. We talked about this last time you were on.
Yep.
The DeSantis bullshit. I don't get the judgment that just happened against him in New York. This E.G. Carroll crap. Men and women. Actually, women should be more terrified than men because
absolutely. Yep.
if you have a son, you're raising your son now in a day and age where any woman could be pissed at him for something he did 15, 20 years ago and ruin his life. But people who hate Trump just want this. Is there any upside to this? Meaning, for all the people who sit there and say, well, we'll just wait till we get in power, do you think there's going to be a tit for tat, or is this a tit for shitting the bed and the nation's going to go to hell?
Well, you just have to look at, history, right? And that's the greatest way. What's past is prologue. So that's at least my understanding. It doesn't matter whether it's conflict or the economy or whatever it might be, social issues. You look in the past and you can get a pretty good barometer of what's going to happen in the future. And the only thing I could say is for the last 40 years, liberals have been playing grab ass with the Supreme Court and federal court judge system. And we had the first Hispanic judge under Reagan, whose star was on the rise, ready to go to SCOTUS. And Biden and team shot him down and tore him apart because he was Hispanic. Then that kind of started this incomplete roll of federal and Supreme Court nominees being completely shot down for no other reason than whatever the Democrats could make up. They would put them down as white supremacists. They would say that they had sexual relations with somebody. They touched somebody after school one day, whatever it was. And this isn't just with Kavanaugh and Barrett. This goes back to Justice Thomas. So the reason I'm making some sort of comparison contrast between the two is because finally Republicans said, okay, screw it. When it came to Gorsuch, and we're like, screw Merrick Garland. We're not going to confirm him no matter what. It's 1 year until the election, and made that up, and then did the same thing and backpedaled and put in Kavanaugh and Barrett in an election year, or I think it was Barrett in election year.